Hey there, everybody. You made it to day 4. It's good to see you. You guys are diehards if you made it this far in, so I'm really super proud of you for making it all the way to day 4 of the Game Plan Boot Camp. Are you guys ready for some audio adrenaline? Oil adrenaline. Audio adrenaline is actually one of my favorite groups from like the 1990s, but I totally dated myself just now. Oil adrenaline. It's game plan time, guys. Time for getting our game on tonight. And I've got a couple of oils that I pulled off my shelf for this evening. Highest Potential is probably my favorite. Oh man, I don't know if I can pick one business oil, but it's like way up there. Like way up there. Hey, good to see you, Brandy and Adrian and Sue and Renee and Amy. It's pretty crazy to go live and have 200 people on like 1 second later. That's insane. Highest Potential is like in my top 3 favorite business oils, and I'll tell you why I'm using that one tonight in a minute. I'm also bringing out Release. This is the big guns right here. This is one of my favorite oils for doing raindrop with. Because there's very few times in this boot camp that I'm going to beat you up. I'm really focused on encouragement and lifting you up and giving you tools and giving you resources. But today's a beat you up chapter. So you might feel a little convicted, and it's all right. That's what Release is for. Release is for letting some of those old bad habits go and focusing on the forward, focusing on the new stuff. Not taking it here, but recognizing mistakes. So whenever you're criticized, you can take it one of 2 ways. It's a fork in the road for you, for your business. You can let it totally take you out and take you down, which is totally where Satan wants you to be. He wants you down for the count. He doesn't want you to be able to pour into other people. Or you can take the nuggets of truth that you hear from it and then grow. You know, take the nuggets and grow. And this is one thing that I've gotten really good at in radio because we get the tar beat out of us from the public. You get really used to taking criticism constantly. Criticism from your news director, criticism from your coworkers, but more than criticism from the people listening on the radio. So I've had handed to me tens of thousands of times for the tens of thousands of newscasts that I've done. Oh, you want to hear the oils again? Sure, absolutely. One of my favorite business oils is Highest Potential. Yeah, I'm so drawn to the smell of this one. I really crave it. I love it because tonight's chapter, while I'm going to give you some things that you might be making mistakes on and you might feel a little convicted on it, the ultimate message of the chapter tonight is getting you to move forward, getting you past some of these pitfalls and getting you to move forward. So I want to see you guys hit your highest potential. The other oil is Release. Okay. One of the top oils that I use in Raindrop. I'm a Raindrop therapist. So it's one of the oils that I love using in Raindrop because it's all about letting things go, peeling back the layers of the onion of the emotions that you're dealing with and letting things go. So tonight you're gonna have to let a few things go. If you want to move forward in boot camp, if you're stuck on one of these things, you really got to let it go. All right. If you're just joining us and this is the very first video that you've seen, or maybe you've heard about it in other groups, we're getting featured by many diamonds. It's a tremendous honor, and many business groups out there, Steve Sheridan's group, and a few other business groups are plugging us. So maybe this is the first time that you've seen any of these videos. I'd really recommend that you go start with video 1, the very first one. This is video 4, but you should start at the beginning of the game plan book, or you're gonna be like, why is she talking about the virtual office? What's a virtual office? I've never even heard of a virtual office before. I don't know what that is. So try to do these in order. If you want to pop in and say hi and see all the live action and catch the excitement for a few minutes, it's good. But I'd like to see you go start at the very beginning of the boot camp. My name is Sarah Harnish. I am the author of the book Game Plan. Right here, it is an Amazon bestseller, number 5 on Amazon today. The workbook is number 7, which means that 2 Young Living books hold 2 of the top 10 spots on the number 1 bookseller in the entire world. We sold over 7,000 books in 4 weeks. So it tells you there's a lot of people out there that really want this to work. And so we have put all these tools together for you, not just the book, but many free tools also. I'm going to tell you about some of the free tools tonight too, because we want to show you how we did it. John and I went from starter kit to platinum in 17 months. We've had our kit for a little over 2 years, and we're right on the edge of diamond right now. We're very close to hitting diamond. So if you guys want to pray for our diamond in February, that would mean the world to us. Get some diamond. So if you have the book and you really are enjoying it, like this is the thing you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for these tools. You've been waiting for somebody to pen this so that you could pass it to leaders and not have to spend 100 hours training every single leader on all of these little tiny finer points. Please go to Amazon and leave a review for us. That would really bless us, because there's a lot of people that are hearing about the book on other sites, and 70% of sales come from peer reviews. So a way you can bless us, and more importantly, bless the people that are considering getting the book, is is by leaving your thoughts on the book on Amazon for us. They're going to scroll through those thoughts and say, oh, wait, I know that person. Or, okay, well, that one really hit me because that's where I am right now in my business. They're going to read your reviews, and then you're going to bless their socks off because this book is going to show up on their door because of something you wrote. So please, go to Amazon, click on Game Plan. There's a place where you can leave us reviews, and that would so bless us. So bless us. But it would also further our goal of getting more people to Diamond. We want to pack that stage with diamonds. Can you guys hear me on that? In June, I want to pack the stage with diamonds. And in June of 2018, I want to pack the stage with diamonds. I want Young Living to have to get a new stage because we have so many people ranking diamond that they cannot fit them all on the stage. All right, you know what they do with the silvers? They got to flash their names on the screen. I want them to have to do that with the diamonds because there's too many diamonds in Young Living to put on a stage. All right? Fair enough? So that's what this system is for, is seeing lives changed, seeing families blessed, seeing families financially free. And if you believe in that, you are in the right place. You're in the right place. So John and I are here to show you how we did it. We did, we launched our business, starter kit to platinum in 17 months while we had 2 full-time jobs. John's a software developer for a Fortune 500 company. I've been a news anchor for 18 years, a radio network news anchor, and homeschooling 5 children, including a special needs son, cooking gluten, sugar, and dairy-free meals for 7 people. And my shift started at 4 o'clock in the morning every single day. So anybody out here done an overnight shift or gotten up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning for a shift that you had to be at really early in the morning, just that alone, it like you literally can't do anything the rest of the day. You're operating on zero for the entire day. So I tell people I had no network marketing experience, no sales background, no time, no friend circles, no internet. I live in a really, really rural area in upstate New York, 5 hours from New York City. We're nowhere near it. I had moved across the country just a couple years before I got my starter kit. So I had no friends out here. I had no money. I had no resources. John and I did this after spending 30 years in poverty on food stamps, on medical card, in government housing, with 3 full-time jobs, a part-time job, and a 21-hour course load. That's where we started when we first got married. So you have to stack Young Living up against what you're doing right now. You have to weigh it and see that it's a better option, that it's your way out. And if you can figure this out, you can figure this out. You can do it. So this book is all about our strategy. I believe that if more people understood there was a strategy to network marketing, there were chess pieces on a board, that there's a way of doing it that will help you rank a little faster, that they would do it. They have to stack it up against what they're doing right now and see that where they are right now is not going to get them out of where they are. All right. It's not going to get them out of where they are. So if you want to dig out, you got to start digging in, dig into the game plan system, dig into the boot camp. You guys are doing it. You're here. You're beside me. So great job. This book is how we did it. It's our game plan. It's our family's game plan. So this is how it works if you're just joining us. Maybe this is the first video you've seen. 25 days, 9 p.m. Eastern, every single day except one day. So 24 days will be 9 p.m. Eastern, but one day will be 9 a.m. Eastern, only because I'm heading out to go do a huge silver retreat with all of my silvers. We do it twice a year, and it's tomorrow. So I've got teams of people in from out of state. I've got my silvers in from South Carolina. They've been with me all day, stuffing swag bags and getting ready. We got people driving in from Indiana, and we have a huge leaders retreat starting tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, I'll be doing the day 5 training. It's the only day that will be affected of the 25 days of boot camp. And because it's on Facebook Live, if you miss it because you're at work, you can get on and watch it when you get home. Okay? You'll be able to go back and watch the replay if you can't catch the 9 a.m. But join us again 9 p.m. on Monday night, all right, for day 6. Everybody clear with me? Clear as mud? You picking up what I'm putting down? So how it works, 25 days, 25 chapters in the book, 25 workbook chapters, a video each day, reading each day out of the game plan book, and a workbook assignment each day. We're on day 1, we're reading chapter 1 in the game plan book, and we're doing chapter 1 in the workbook. If we're on day 2, you're watching the day 2 video, you're reading the day 2 game plan book, and you're doing the day 2 workbook sheets. Everybody clear with me? So this is day 4. So you know what the homework's going to be, right? You don't even have to ask me what the homework's going to be. It's as simple can be because we designed it so you can go and train your leaders with it. If it's complicated, you're not going to be able to train your leaders, right? Monday through Friday only. There is no Saturday, no Sunday. John and I are really, really big on resting on the Sabbath, okay? And I figure if you guys are during the week, Saturday I'll give you a day to get caught up. No classes on the weekend. Nope. So we got tomorrow morning, then we're back at it again Monday at 9. So you got a nice long chunk to get caught up. I know a lot of you guys are waiting on your books. I totally get it. So that'll give you a little lead time so you can catch up to us. All right. It is intense. So you're going to be plotting out your business in 2017, and you're going to be laying out goals that I'm going to train you how to stick with. And through that, you're going to ignite your team, and you're going to explode explode your OGV. You will explode it. If you take the principles in this book and you apply them, especially the principle of duplication, you're really, really going to grow. The only supplies you need are the book and the workbook right here, and then a way to be able to watch your videos. It's open to anybody. It's totally free. It's open to crossline, upline, downline, friends, non-young living. It's open to anybody that needs a way out, that is considering a home-based business. Maybe you don't even know what the heck this young living thing is. It's open to everybody. So go ahead and share. We want, our goal is to get oils in every home, right, in the world for young living. And my goal is through that to get oils in every home by teaching people how to talk to people about oils. So the oils are not going to end up in every home in the world if we don't have people out there showing how the oils work, and showing how to use them and showing their passion and sharing their passion. And that happens through Young Living business. So if we want to come alongside Young Living and get oils in every home, we got to be out there sharing them. And I'm training you how to share them. So let's see here where I left off. We also have a blog up on our website, oilabilityteam.com. It's a brand new website. It's only 2 days old, where you can find all the bootcamp videos in one simple, easy place. They're all in one page. So you don't have to scroll all the way through Facebook to be able to find it. So day one, if you're just getting caught up with us, day one was why do a Young Living business? It was stacking it up against where you're going, what you're doing right now. Why would you even want to do this thing? I say if you have potential business builders, send them the links to video 1 and video 2. Video 1 is going to get them to stack it up against how they're spending their 40 hours of work right now. Video 2 is the passion. It's going to share Johnson my story with them and show them that it is possible. So if you have people that are interested, just send them the links to those 2 videos and offer an incentive and say, hey, just watch these 2 videos and tell me what you think. Tell me where your mind is after you stack Young Living up against how you're spending your time right now. Tell me where your mind is if you think you can't possibly do it, because you're somebody who had literally everything against her and she did it. So I want you to watch these and just see where your mind is after watching these. What I do is I send the 2 videos out and then I give an incentive. If you watch these, I will reciprocate with a Game Plan mini book, which is coming very, very soon. Or I will reciprocate with a bottle of Thieves Cleaner or a teacher training. I'll show you how to do this, more importantly. So day 1 was why do Young Living business. Day 2 is vision casting. Day 3 was volume, knowing what you're going to need to do time-wise to pull this off. 4 to 6 classes a month if you want to hit silver. Are you guys ready for day 4? Into some new content here? Today, we're going to be working out of day 4 in the game plan book. It's one of my favorite chapters in the book. There's a few that, as an author, you just really glom onto them and you're they really hit you deep. Dealing with negativity, when people say no to starter kits, how do you rebound from that? There's just a couple in here. The FDA compliance training really hits me hard. And there's just a few chapters. This is one of them. The one tomorrow morning is also one of my favorite chapters of the entire series. Oh yeah, you guys were asking about Game Plan Mini. So Game Plan Mini is just the first 2 chapters, with a chapter before that targeting people who've never considered Young Living as a business in their life. It's the person you bump into at Walmart who you can tell visibly cannot stand her job. All right. It's your sister-in-law who you would love to have do the business alongside you. She's been working, a $12 job for 15 years, that you really, really, really want to do the job, but you need to catch her attention. So it's going to be a micro version of this. We're working right now to get it priced at $2 a copy. Okay, so it's going to be very, very easy and very, very duplicatable and very, very shareable. It's to ignite an interest in the business so that you can work them through their first class and then do a boot camp with them. That is the entire oilability system, and it's coming out very, very soon. Like everyone I know, exactly. Oh, Kendra, you're totally going to be a diamond. Totally going to be a diamond. So here we go. Chapter 4, avoiding pitfalls, the 6 mistakes that every stagnant business builder makes. Every stagnant business builder. Stagnant meaning holding, not doing anything. Maybe they've been a senior star for 2 years. They've been a star for 2 years. They've been a distributor. They've had their kit for 13 years and they're a distributor in Young Living and they love the oils. Okay. What's going on there, right? So you might be asking, why am I pointing out mistakes before we've ever actually really started the training? I know I got Carolyn nervous. It's okay, Carolyn. Remember, release oil. You just put a little bit of that on you and then some highest potential so you know where you're going, all right? You know where you're going. We're going to beat you up and then I'm going to get you real excited again. So it's okay. It's okay. So why am I talking about mistakes before we've ever even really started the training? Because if I point them out, you can avoid the pitfalls before you ever even start. You know what the mistakes are, and you're going to avoid them like the plague. You're going to go the other direction. I have hand trained thousands of leaders since I started my business, either online, in boot camps, cross-line, small groups, large classes. I've done weekly Tuesday night trainings for 2 years with my team online. We've got 1,300 leaders on the Go Team page for the Oilability team. So I'm constantly training leaders all the time. There are 95,000 of you that have seen these videos, 12,000 that have watched most of them all the way through, 17,000 just from the first video alone. That's a lot of questions answered and a lot of chances to see where people are at in their businesses and why they're there. Why are they in that spot? Some leaders are gold rank and beyond. Some are stars. Some are distributors. When you train that many people, there's a pattern that starts to form that you start to see. And what I realized was stepping back and watching where people were getting stuck in their businesses, it always came down to one of 6 things. Always, like 100% of the time. If I look at every single leader that I've trained that is stagnant or has plateaued, it's always one of these 6 things. You guys ready? So number 1, they don't have a strong enough close in their lecture. So they teach all these classes and then they don't tell people where to get the kit. So what ends up happening is they're planting seeds for other people's businesses. Those people are going to get off, they're going to get out of their training, their class, and they're going to go buy a kit from somebody else. Because I've had people come out of classes saying, I didn't even realize that that person was a distributor and they were doing a business. I didn't even know. It was a great class. I didn't even know that they were selling starter kits. They never said anything about selling starter kits. Most of the time it's because you guys are timid and you don't want to come off as salesy. So I'm going to give you scripts that are going to show you how to not come off as being salesy. I get it because I've been in those kind of leadership trainings where I feel like I have to attack people with my product, and I don't like feeling that way either. So I've written scripts that don't come off that way, and it's really easy for me to do because I have no background in sales. I've got no background in network marketing at all. I got nothing. So I'm kind of learning as I go. With you. So I wrote scripts that are not salesy, and we've got a team right now of 3,600 people in 50 states in 7 countries in 2.5 years. So it's doable. You know, you can get people to buy your kits without coming across as a salesperson to them. This book is loaded with scripts and training that's going to give you the confidence to close strong without feeling like you're being really pushy with people. So that's the first mistake I see. You're just not closing well. You're doing lots of classes, but you're really timid when you get to the end of your class, and that's going to kill you. We got an entire chapter with scripts on closes that I'm going to walk you through step by step by step so that you're not afraid in that area ever again. You're never going to be afraid again. All you got to do is read the script, okay? And it's not a script that's going to make you uncomfortable. It's a script that's going to empower you. Number 2, they keep tapping into the same friend circles. This is probably one of the biggest mistakes I see. The second biggest. There's one mistake that's bigger. Second biggest mistake. They ask the same people again and again and again. They want to go host a class, so they put a flyer up at their church and they market it for 2 weeks at their church. And the next week they put a flyer up at their church. Then the next week they put a flyer up at their church. They talk to their best friend. They talk to the 5 people that they're really close with. Okay, end of business. I don't know what to do now. This one chapter in the book, I believe, could sell 1 million copies of the game plan book. Just this one chapter. We have an entire marketing system for Oilability that it works so well, so well. And what it is you're utilizing the power of social media to do it. It doesn't necessarily mean you're teaching your classes online. When we get to the chapter about teaching classes, I'm going to give you like 8 different ways that you can teach classes. So if your comfort level is in one or 2 or 3 different ways, I'm going to train you to work towards your strengths based on the different types of classes. This isn't about types of classes. This is about how you market your classes. And you've got to get on social media to do that. You have to use the power of social media. It will blow your business out of the water. It will explode your OG if you can utilize social media. So talk about how to do that when we do get to that chapter. Case in point, I have taught 4 boot camps right now. The first boot camp we had 97,000 people on it. Do you know how many posts I put up? 4. I put up 4 Facebook posts, and we've sold 7,000 books, and we have 97,000 people seeing the boot camps because of 4 Facebook posts. Okay, I put 1 in the executive group, 1 in the silver group, 1 in the gold group, and 1 in the platinum group, and that's it. And that's where this went, from 4 social media posts. So if you think social media isn't powerful, guess again. All right, guess again. So we're going to talk about this. Biggest question I get: how do I fill classes without knowing people? We have an entire training on it on Wednesday next week. You do not want to miss Wednesday if you have a really hard time filling classes. Number 3, they don't market enough, or they don't give enough lead time before classes. Maybe you got great marketing skills, but you're putting your classes up 2 or 3 days before you're holding the class. You're not going to fill classes if you're not giving people enough time to be able to get to the classes and clear their schedules. Think about your schedule and how much you have going on in a given day. You need a little more lead time than 48 hours. If I had 48 hours lead time, I'm at a silver retreat this week and I can't pull that off, even if it's a class I really want to go to. So you need to give enough lead time. We're going to talk about marketing your classes also. Number 4, they don't have a system for following up with people after class, or they're too timid to do it. This is almost under the same category as closing. Being too timid in your classes to talk about how to close your classes, all right? They don't want to follow up. They will do anything but pick up that phone and talk to another human being after they've come to the class, all right? It's crazy. So we're going to give you a whole follow-up system. We're going to give you scripts, and we're going to do it better than you've ever seen it done before. In fact, to give you a sneak peek of what we've been working on behind the scenes, what our follow-up looks like for the Oilability team. When we're done training, you can't leave until we're done training. You got 5 minutes. I'm going to let you go, all right? But when we're done training, I want you to head over to oilabilityteam.com. It's our brand new website. Under the button free stuff, we're just going to keep adding stuff to that free stuff button. So you're going to want to, even after the boot camp's over, keep checking that button, all right? Under the button free stuff, we have dozens of full color images that you can share with your teams for free. Ideas for essential rewards. We've designed graphics at 50 PV, 190 PV, 250 PV, 300 PV. Some of the topics are conquering emotions, relaxation, personal care. It's all there. It's going to give them tons of ideas, and the graphics are already there for you. You just copy them, paste them into an email, shoot them out to your personally enrolled, shoot them out to all of your leaders. Write a little paragraph to go with it and say, hey, this is what you want to do if you want to replace your bathroom in 1 month. On ER, you want to replace your whole bathroom? This is what you do. All right, here's a graphic that shows you everything you need to purchase. Bam, done. So it's free, all right, totally free. Just email them out to people with a little note from yourself. Second thing that's on the site that's brand new are all the bootcamp videos are now on the oilabilityteam.com place, and they're really easy to find in one place. What's that for? People that you want in classes, but they're too busy to come. They can now listen to the audio CD online from their car. Okay, that's awesome. It's like brand new. For the videos, the bootcamp videos, it's all in one spot. So you don't have to scroll through Facebook. You can literally click on bootcamp videos and bam, all there. So if you miss one, you can go back and catch it. The third thing is, if you did not hear, there is now a 101 class in audio format online. And it's linked, which means you can right click on it, you can get the link, and you can paste it all over the internet. For your people that you've been trying to get to come to a class for 6 months and they will not show up because they're too freaking busy, give them the link and they can listen in their car. They can listen off their cell phone. For people you want in classes, but they're on the other side of the country and you can't get to them, give them the link. You just taught a whole class with them. And you didn't have to do anything but send them a link. It's super crazy easy to do. So it's all about social media, guys, and media that's usable by your phones. Totally free resources that we put is our thank you to you for getting the game plan book. How can you reciprocate and say thank you back? Share this with your teams. Share it on your personal page. Share it in your leader groups. Share it all over the internet so that everybody you know has the same tools. This is about Team Young Living. It's about us as a family coming together and sharing tools and sharing resources so that you can... the audio should be under free stuff. Yeah, it should be there. If not, I'll put a link right after. Okay, but it should be up because I checked it right before I came on. So it's about sharing our resources so that we all benefit from the oils. All right. A couple items to note on this one, not having a system for following up. We're going to hit that really hard on boot camp. We're going to talk about care packages, social media, what to say, follow-up scripts, not sweating the follow-up so that you've got the words to say when you call, right? This book is called Game Plan for a reason. It's on Amazon, all right? It's called Game Plan for a reason. It doesn't give you strategy without giving you tools. So you have strategy and you have tools. It's two-part. Also being timid. Maybe you're just shy. You don't want to approach people. It's totally out of your comfort zone. We're going to address that too. There's actually a psychology of network marketing. I told you of all of my silvers, there's only one silver of all of the Oilability silvers that's bold and loud like me. The other silvers, every single one of them are soft-spoken. So that tells you that you can do this, all right? You can totally do this, even if you're afraid. All of that is coming up in the training in the coming weeks. So you really want to make sure that you're on here and that you're getting your leaders on here too so that they can see the training as well. All right, fifth pitfall that I see. This is the number one problem. They don't treat their business as a business. They want a $10,000 a month paycheck, but they're holding one class a month. They vision cast, they go to events, they read leadership books, but they never actually get out there and teach, okay? Teaching is the fastest way to grow. If you're not teaching in some form, and we're going to talk about the many ways of sharing Young Living, it's not just standing in front of people. If you're not teaching in some form, then you're relying on the leaders underneath you to teach. And you're doing it wrong. It's really bad because they're going to grow their legs, but you're not going to have the other legs you need to be able to rank up. They're going to rank before you. They're going to rank above you, which is great. I love seeing if my leaders outrank me, I'm elated. Okay. But it also means I need to get my butt in gear because they're teaching more than I'm teaching and they're raising their legs faster than I'm raising my legs. And that means that it's time for me to get moving. Okay, I would take that as a red flag that I'm not out there doing my job as well as my leaders are doing my job and their jobs. And what kind of leadership is that? So you need to be out there teaching. It's the only way to grow. And then number 6, this is huge. This is huge. And it's one of my biggest frustrations as a leader. They get distracted. And this one is so important that I wrote a lengthy chapter on it in Game Plan. It's one of the most painful things as a leader to watch a distracted diamond rising. The star that you know can go diamond, but they're working on their make and take store. They're going to the next seminar. They're reading their 11th leadership book this month, or maybe their 4th. They're going for an aromatherapy certification. They're getting on Facebook to connect with their teams, but they're connecting with their friends instead. Or they did 5 minutes of work and they were on Facebook for an hour, and that's their business time. Bam, gone. They're doing cross-line classes, but they're never actually working with their own leaders. They are teaching for their leaders or with their leaders, but they're teaching on the wrong legs so that they don't actually rank up. Those are distractions, guys. All right, this is where you need your release oil. Did I hit a few buttons? Those are distractions. It's wrong. Yeah, no, I got it. Those are distractions, okay? So and I've done them all. I've done every single one of those things. Are the things that you're doing actually growing your business, or are they pulling from your business? When you're logging your Young Living hours, how are you spending your time? Is it productive? We are going to hit this topic really hard. So if you can learn from those 6 mistakes, the 6 that I just went through, and this book carefully walks you through them. If you need those repeated, just go take a look at chapter 4 in Game Plan. You can have a thriving Young Living business. Don't get me wrong. This is not about family emergencies because those happen to all of us. You're going to get derailed with a family emergency. That's okay. That has nothing to do with weak follow-up. That's an emergency, all right? But just as you would at your regular job, if you have an emergency, you eventually return to your 40-hour week. You don't forget that you have a job. You have food you have to put on the table. So don't forget about Young Living. When the crisis ends, get back on the horse. Don't wait for your business to come to you. Fight for your business. You have to be out there fighting for it. This is your way out. For people that are actively holding classes and not seeing growth, it's 100% one of those 6 reasons, okay? I've never seen a reason outside of those reasons. So identify your weakness and follow the plan to avoid the pitfalls. Follow the plan. Yes, you do need to be logging hours, and we'll talk about that when we do the accountability worksheet, all right? Homework, y'all ready? I did this whole thing in 30 minutes. Check that out. So it's really, really quick read. Chapter 4, got to read it in the Game Plan book, and then workbook chapter 4. It's not very often that I have you copy stuff out of the book. You'll see that workbook is hard. If you don't have the workbook, you should get the workbook because it tailors the Game Plan book to you specifically. So there's not many times where I have you just fill in the blank, but this is a time where I want you to copy things out because it's important. In this instance, I want these pitfalls ingrained in your mind so that when you see your leaders go off course or when you're going off course, you can catch it right away. All right, you can catch it right away. Write down your greatest pitfall of all of the 6 pitfalls. Maybe you have a couple of them, then write them down, all right? Then on page 15, I want you to write a way out of the pitfall. I want you to know exactly what you're doing wrong and how to fix it. Write a plan. If it's Facebook, maybe you limit yourself to 15 minutes twice a day, and that's it. When the timer's off, somebody takes away your device. If it's leadership training, which I want you to know, I'm not against leadership training. Heck, I'm teaching a boot camp, all right? I'm not against leadership training. What I'm against is not teaching classes. If you're doing so much leadership training that you never get off the ground and you're not out there teaching, that's the wrong way of running your business, all right? So if it's leadership training and it keeps you from holding classes, reevaluate if your training is costing you your ability to run your business. If that's the case, reevaluate it. And I'll tell you, even with boot camp, 4 boot camps you should miss this month because you should be teaching 4 classes. You should have to get caught up 4 times this month on your boot camp. All right. I'm even going to put it on myself. So there's a point where the training needs to kick in and you schedule classes and you get it done. So go read chapter 4, do the worksheets. Tomorrow's topic is overcoming excuses and finding your niche. This is going to be a real kick in the pants chapter. Probably one of the most powerful leadership trainings of the entire boot camp. Have you ever heard these excuses? I don't know enough people. I live in the rural area. I don't have any time. I have kids and I have no sitter. I can't afford it. Ever heard any of those? We're going to debunk them all. Every single excuse. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., be there, be square. It's the only training we're doing in the morning. You can go back and watch it if you miss it. All the other 20 trainings will be at 9 p.m. Eastern. You guys will survive day 4. Congratulations. Go get your homework done, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.